Hey guys, and in this video I'm going to be doing a overview of the changes for rogues in 5.2. I'm basically going to be putting annotations around the screen at the moment, giving like directions to main buffs that have been given. So if it's like a big buff, I'm going to put an annotation to it, and then at the end of the video I'll go over small buffs sort of thing. So if you're particularly interested in a certain type of buff, then you can click the annotation on the screen and it will take you to the time of the video where that is being discussed. Okay, this is the Shuriken Toss part of the video. Basically I'm going to be going over the ability Shuriken Toss, or the buff even, in 5.2, which is currently on the PTR at the moment. I doubt it will go live in the state it is, because there's a lot of people saying it's going to be overpowered, that it's just needed, like there's lots of mixed opinions, lots of controversy on this. So basically the ability is, whenever I use Shuriken Toss, I gain this buff here, Shuriken Toss buff, and for 15 seconds after casting one Shuriken Toss I will auto attack from range, as you can see like this. Now people are saying this is going to be very overpowered because you can do lots of damage from range. Obviously I can be kiting, say, a warrior or something like this, and this will be basically auto attacking from, I think, the max 30 yard range here. So I personally think this is needed at the moment. Maybe it's a bit overpowered, but it's definitely needed, something like this, because we have no, unless you take Shuriken Toss and Deadly Throw, we have no ranged ability at all, and we need more. We just genuinely need more damage output, to be honest. Now for some reason on the PTR as it is now, when I use it I am continuously gaining combo points after using it only once. I'm not sure if this is intended or not, or whether it's that Seal Fate ability, I can't remember the name of it. But as you can see, from auto attacking, well, from using it twice and just auto attacks, I've gained 5 combo points. So I can use this on a slice and dice, I can use it once, I can kite around with it. So if I'm in an arena right here, I can just be kiting around and then just walk up and kidney. So yeah, there's a lot of controversy around this, saying it's going to be really overpowered, that it's fine, everything. There's a lot of people going mad on the forums about it. Personally I do think it's needed, but I doubt it will go live in its current state as it is now. Okay, in this part of the video I'm going to be discussing the new talent replacing preparation called Cloak and Dagger. This talent is basically being implemented to combat Shadow Step, since everyone is taking Shadow Step because it's clearly the best choice, or it was at least. The new ability Cloak and Dagger basically gives your Ambush, Garrote and Cheap Shot a 30 yard range, and they then teleport you to your target when used. This basically means you have unlimited Shadow Steps whilst you are in Stealth or in Shadow Dance. This works in Shadow Dance, bearing in mind. So yeah, it's basically a combat versus Shadow Step, basically. So I'm going to demonstrate it here. If I stealth, and let's go to over here. If I was to just ambush, it'll teleport me straight there, like that. It does have quite a cool animation when you teleport. You have the swirling wind sort of thing. I'll just show that again, like there. It's pretty cool. So yeah, it works with Garrote, Cheap Shot and Ambush, and it works in Shadow Dance, for example. If I just go like this, Shadow Dance, I can Cheap Shot this guy, run around, ambush this guy, go back and Cheap Shot him, stuff like that. So yeah, it's a good ability, but I don't think it'll be replacing Shadow Step anytime soon, just simply because with Shadow Step you can just port to friendlies, basically, like that. And a lot of the time I am like running from, say this is a warrior spamming Shockwave, I'm running from it and he just charged me, so I can then Shadow Step and to a nearby teammate and get away. That happens to me quite a lot, so I don't think I'll be choosing Cloak and Dagger, to be honest. Even though it is a really nice spell, I still think Shadow Step's going to be better. Okay, this is going to be the Marked for Death section of the video. Marked for Death is replacing Versatility, and with good reason. Versatility was abysmal. Marked for Death basically 1 minute cooldown, instantly puts 5 combo points on your target, and if you kill the target within 1 minute, the cooldown, or the remaining cooldown, is reset. Now, when the PTR first came out and the Shuriken Toss buff wasn't in the game, I was really excited about this ability. I thought it was the best one, the best choice at that time. But since the Shuriken Toss buff, I don't think if the Shuriken Toss buff goes live, I won't be choosing Mark for Death basically, as it is. It's a nice ability, but it's once every minute, and that's pretty much once every fight, considering how squishy rogues are on live at the moment, unless they sort something out in the PTR. But yeah, it is a good ability, good for like switches and like a hard switch on a DPS for a kidney shot or something. It's good for that. It's good for arena. I mean, by all means, take it if you think you can use it more than Shuriken Toss. But I personally will be using Shuriken Toss, especially if it stays how it is like this. So I'll quickly demonstrate it. If I'm attacking this guy, you can make a macro for it. I don't have any macros on PTR at the moment. So you can have a instant 5 combo points, kidney shot, like that. It is a very good ability, but of course, if you don't take Deadly Throw, you have no ranged ability at all, which is it's not the greatest thing to do. But it is a very nice ability, and I would like to see maybe a shorter cooldown. I mean, I know a minute's is really quite a short cooldown anyway for such an ability, but I think maybe 40 seconds would be perfect, to be honest. Just so you can use it more than once per fight. If you have like a quick fight, you can use it more than once, and that'd be pretty good. But at the moment, yeah, I'm going to stick with Shuriken Toss. Okay, the burst for speed change, I do think it's needed for those who actually use it. I personally don't. I used to use it when I first started PvP on my rogue. I thought it was quite a good ability, to be honest, but that was back when it was 60 energy and all that. Shadow Steps is so much better though. But it is being buffed quite a lot. I may take it. If it goes like it is, I might take it, since the energy cost really isn't that high anymore, and you can use it and it doesn't break stealth. Or it just did, but I don't think it's supposed to. But yeah, it's a pretty good ability. It doesn't break roots anymore, but it does remove snares. So like if I just attacked a mage and I have the chilled thing, if I use this, it'll break the chilled and I can just straight up go for it. I do think I may use it at times, but I think I might stick with Shadow Step. I still think they should add a charge aspect to Shadow Step where you have 2 charges, each having a 12-second cooldown or something like that, but that's for another video. Okay, the Deadly Throw change. I actually haven't spec'd into or even looked at Deadly Throw since this expansion. I just don't think it's anything on what Nerve Strike is, to be honest. Especially how it is on live at the moment. On live it's just terrible. Basically now I think they've removed the 5 combo point requirement in order to interrupt. It now interrupts at 3 combo points and more. So basically it'll still interrupt at 5, it will also do it at 3, 4 as well. So it's an alright change. It works nice with Shuriken Toss. If you go Shuriken Toss and Deadly Throw, I imagine this could be very good at interrupting casters and healers, etc. I mean, like, focus macros for Deadly Throw are probably the best ones at the moment, well, on the PTR at least. Because it's not that hard to get 3 combo points at the moment. I mean, especially with Shuriken Toss, you can just, like, 1 global cooldown pretty much gets you 2 anyway. So yeah, it's a good change. I don't think I'll be taking it unless I specifically roll with Shuriken Toss and Deadly Throw in order to interrupt a lot, but it's still a good change, I welcome it. Okay, the next change we're going to talk about is the Smoke Bomb change. I really wasn't expecting them to do this, to be honest. I think it's a bit of an irrelevant change, if you get what I mean by that. Like, they've basically they're making it so you take 20% reduced damage whilst in a smoke bomb. But I thought the purpose of a smoke bomb was to not get hit in the first place, from range at least. I guess it's good if you're fighting a warrior and you put a smoke bomb down, but it's only for 8 seconds. I mean, it's good if you kidney someone with Nerve Strike and slap a smoke bomb down. You have like 70% reduced damage or something if you take a Nerve Strike. But it's a good change. I didn't think it was needed, nor did I think they'd put it in or anything like that, but it's good, and I'll take it anyway, so yeah. 20% reduced damage from everything. It also works with everyone inside it basically, so all friendlies, etc. So yeah. Okay, next I'm going to be talking about the change to Nerve Strike. This, I think, is a really nice change actually. As well as reducing their damage by 50% for 6 seconds after, it also reduces healing taken, I think. Oh no, healing done, sorry. So it's a good spell, especially if you're running with wound poison, which you should be, to be honest. Say if you're against a healer and you open in just your normal rotation, etc., and you get a kidney shot. In that kidney shot, they are taking 50%. No, they're going to do 50% less damage after, and they also do 10% less healing. So that's really nice with wound poison against a warrior's second wind, or just against a healer in general. It's a nice change actually. I welcome it. It's a pretty nice addition. Okay, gotta make this quick. I've only got 4 minutes to do this. I've already recorded this 3 times and found out the video would be too long if I put it on. I'm going to be addressing small changes that are coming, not necessarily the big ones. I've already covered those. Main one being Shadow Focus, 75% less energy needed instead of 100. It's really nice. I think it's not a really nice change. I think it's needed. Considering we have a lot more energy now anyway, it's really not that much of a deal. You're like maybe down for 5 energy. It's really nothing. Another change regarding Shadow Focus, no, not Shadow Focus, Transmog even, which is really nice since every time you see me I look different. I spam Transmog as much as I can. They are allowing you to change swords, axes and maces one hand into each other. They still haven't done legendaries, which is stupid, and they can't, and you still can't transmog daggers into swords. But yeah, my favourite change of the entire patch, not even for rogues, is the shockwave nerf. It's now doubled to 40-second cooldown instead of 20. It is reset to 20-second cooldown if it hits 3 targets. I'm not sure if pets count, but they probably do knowing Blizzard. Really good change, so 2s with another rogue or another DK or something without an actual pet. 40-second cooldown, brilliant. Another change is the Displacer Beast nerf. They no longer have a vanish, because to think about it, they had a blink and a vanish in one move in a 30-second cooldown. It was retarded. And yeah, it no longer vanishes you, it just gives you a slight speed boost in cat form after blinking. Yeah, I do think some changes are missing out here. Like I need to have a Shadow Step change, otherwise I'm just going to go to Burst of Speed. They need to put the same concept for the Warrior's Charge, for example, where it has double time. You have 2 charges, rage is only granted on the first one, so that could be done for Shadow Step, just same thing, but instead of rage, the 2-second movement speed. But yeah, it was all around a really nice change. We have a Sanguinary Vein buff, which is like 4% more damage or 6% more damage or something like that on poison targets. I'm not sure how it works really, but yeah, it's a really nice change for rogues. I think all they need to do is that Shadow Step change and the energy back into Recuperate, and I think we will be just fine, to be honest. I mean, I actually 1v2'd a 2 double rogue, just like World PvP earlier, and I actually got 180k crit on one of them with cooldowns popped. So I mean, cooldown damage is just fine, it's brilliant. But outside of cooldowns, our damage is on live it's terrible. But I haven't really tried it since can't really do BGs at the moment. But I imagine it'd be nice. But yeah. So yeah, overall really good change. Still haven't put the head model in. Annoying. Yeah. But I'm going to be putting more content on the channel for rogues, so stay tuned. If I've helped you or anything, just leave a like or comment or whatever, and subscribe for more videos. Thanks for watching.